few weeks after our arrival in Washington, I returned to Florida for surgery. Since my mastectomy, I've had MRIs every 3 years, and the last one showed an area of concern. My implants had also never settled properly, so in addition to a biopsy, they also did an implant swap. If everything went as planned, I would head off to hike the Rob Roy Way in Scotland 8 weeks post-surgery. I did not know whether I would be able to carry a backpack. Only time would tell. Hey guys, Shan here. I am about 1 week post-surgery, and I've been staying with my sister in Florida, and it's really hot here, so I can't go outside because any sweat that might get in any of my incisions could cause infection. That actually happened to me years ago after one of these breast reconstruction procedures, and my implants had to come out and stay out for 3 months. So I don't want that again. So I'm spending a lot of time in the air condition in front of fans and stuff. This weekend, we are expecting a really big storm. So if the power goes out, I'm a little bit freaked out because it's super hot and I cannot risk sweating. So I ordered a battery-powered fan to be delivered by Amazon today. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just have to go to a hotel that has power. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. I would like to get through this surgical recovery with no complications. I'm trying to plan out my next trip to Scotland, and I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do, because at my 1 week post-surgical checkup, they told me you are not going to be wearing a backpack for that trip. That's not a good idea. So I'm looking at fanny packs and lumbar packs and probably hiring baggage transfer. But even with baggage transfer, I have to think about how am I going to get my bag to the drop-off area? How am I going to move it around? I can't expect that there will always be someone available to move my bag around. My restrictions may be, a little bit less at that point, but they told me that I should probably look at other options. Hey guys, I am coming to you from my recovery room. I've been staying with my sister since I had my surgery about a month ago. It's been 1 month now, and I just had my 4-week appointment. Everything is looking good. So they went in there, took a sample, it was negative. But at the same time, they swapped out my implants because they were not sitting correctly. There were issues with them. Can't really do a whole lot, but as of yesterday, some of my restrictions were lifted and I can do some basic exercises. While I'm down, I'm making use of this time to catch up on editing, to plan my next trip in Scotland, and to also do as much research as possible and, get in whatever gear I need to get in for PCT training, because while I am over in Scotland, PCT pre-registration opens. So once I get back from Scotland, it is full-on PCT training. So I went yesterday and everything looks good. They gave me a binder. I have been wearing a compression bra to keep everything nice and tight and in position, but she suggested I also use a binder, which is basically a piece of stretchy material that comes across the top of your chest to kind of press down and force the implants down. If that's TMI for a bunch of you, sorry. It affects how I wear a backpack and how I get out and I do things, especially this soon after surgery, because I'm heading out next week. I'm flying out for one trip, and then in a couple weeks I'm going to be flying again, and then I'm going to be in Scotland. So obviously my question to them was, can I safely wear a backpack with the straps and the pulling of the weight and all of that? They did tell me that it was at my own discretion, but that I may want to, just out of an abundance of caution, not put any undue strain on that area at this time. So I'm going to be modifying my trip a little bit and doing baggage transfer and a smaller lumbar pack. So that's my little update for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, here is a not so neat gear layout of everything I will be taking with me on the Rob Roy way. Here is a look at everything laid out. The only thing that you will not see pictured here is my Enlightened Equipment quilt. That is because it's still over here in its big bag, and it will be stuffed down into the bottom of this backpack. I have eliminated the stuff sack. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my clothes. These are all my extra clothes. It consists of my layers, a sun hoodie, one top layer, one bottom layer, a sun hoodie, a hat, one extra pair of underwear, one extra sports bra, and one extra pair of socks, and these are my waterproof socks. So on the plane, this is what I'm going to be wearing. That is why this is sitting out like this. These are all the ones that are going to be packed in the foot box of my quilt and stuffed in the bottom of the backpack. This is the Z-Packs Arc Haul Ultra 40 liter. And this is the bag that I'm going to be taking this year. It wasn't my plan to bring this bag on the trip, but a bag that I had another company custom make is taking longer than normal. So I'm familiar with the Arc Haul series, so this is the one I'm going to be going with. My sleeping pad, my Neo Air X Lite, Sea to Summit Aeros down pillow. I love that thing. Smidge head net, even though I don't anticipate encountering midges. I know they've been having some warm days, so I'm going to bring that anyway. This is my Virtus rain jacket and pants, all in that little zipper pouch there. The rain jacket actually forms its own pouch, and the rain jacket and pants both fit in there. I've decided to bring the Thermarest Z-Lite pad instead of my Gossamer Gear Thin Light pad because it is going to be colder when I go, and I feel like I'm going to need a little bit more in the way of warmth. So by taking this pad rather than the Thermarest NXT, which has a little bit more warmth rating to it, I'm going to be using this. This is the Z-Packs Plex Solo Light one-person tent. This tent weighs 11.8 ounces. I have set it up, but I have not done any overnights in it yet. I am bringing 10 tent stakes with me. This is my trowel, my bidet, and these little compressed wipes. This is my electronics bag, my GoPro in there. I've got a GoPro tripod, a UK plug, I've got a US plug, my headlamp, my charging brick, my Garmin InReach Mini 2, and a couple of cords. This is my ever new water bladder. I'm trying this out on this trip to see how I like having this as a collection bag. Sawyer squeeze filter is in there. Got my one smart water bottle with the cap. I will get another smart water bottle when I get over there. This is my ditty bag. It holds my toiletries and my first aid kit. You can see I have a lot of contacts because I wear dailies. So it is what it is. I've tried various different monthly wears and they just don't work well for me. So dailies it is. These are my Ultra Olympus 5s. These are a contender for my PCT attempt next year. Also bringing some new trekking poles. I've been wanting to try Leckies for a while, and I needed a taller trekking pole to set up the new tent because it's taller than the duplex. and my black diamonds just weren't tall enough. So these are the Makalu, I believe. I'll put that in the description box below as well as a link so you guys can see what the name is and where to find them if you want to go looking for them. This is a new piece of gear for me. This is a lumbar pack. So since I have just had surgery about 6, coming up on 7 weeks ago now, I am going to be just barely out of my recovery period when I go on this hike. And when I mentioned it to my doctor, they weren't really thrilled about me wearing a backpack at this time, considering my history of complications. So I am going to be paying baggage transfer to carry that, even though my base weight is only, I'm sub 10 pounds. So I'm like 9 pounds and some change. Even though I think I could do it, I'm going to err on the side of caution at this time. It has plenty of room. I can put the rain gear out here, whatever I need to put in there. It's roomy inside. It has water bottle holders on the side and these zipper pockets. So it's a pretty substantial little bag, and I'll also put the link to this down below. This is everything I'm taking. The one thing that you don't see here is other than the quilt, is my puffy jacket. Okay guys, well, everything is all packed up. I got my pack in there, my trekking poles, everything other than what I'm going to be wearing and what I'm going to have in my fanny pack on the plane. So yeah, that's it. I haven't slept since I woke up Sunday morning, and it is Monday. What time is it? 2:30. I'm having a little trouble processing because I have not slept at all. I cannot sleep on planes. And the first flight, I was seated in front of an exit row, so those seats don't lean backwards. So note to self, I will never book right in front of an exit row again. I actually thought I was on the exit row, Yeah, so that sucked. Also didn't have any in-flight entertainment the whole way. The whole way. Everybody else had it, just me. No in-flight entertainment. So thank God I had downloaded all of the episodes of Vikings. So I watched that the whole way. I'm super excited to be back here. A little bit nervous for what I'm going to encounter on the trail. The weather's lovely. It's in the 50s. Reykjavik was 38. I did actually get to go outside and walk on the ground because you get off the plane and walk down the steps and walk across the tarmac. So I did actually get to go outside of the airport in Iceland. So technically it was still the airport, but I got to go outside. I'm going to stop talking now because I'm slap happy, and I'm just going to relax and enjoy my coffee. And I've already made reservations for dinner and breakfast. So all I got to do is wash my clothes because I smell. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.